Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another demo review video. Today, we're going to be looking at GXX versus Imperial in the Major Challenger stage. This was a best of one between Bad News Eagles, at the time were ranked 26th, of Imperial, ranked 32nd, on the 10th of May this year. Now, Bad News Eagles won the best of one, 16-12 on Vertigo, and this was a Swiss round 3 game, so teams with a 1-1 record played in this series, and on Vertigo, GXX had an insane game. He dropped 33 kills, 14 deaths, 104.6 ADR, and a 1.72 rating. Now, in case you're not maybe too familiar of GXX, this was obviously a guy that basically made his career with the Blink boys and then going over towards Bad News Eagles. Hadn't played a lot of Pro CS beyond that point or before that point. So what better way to check out the AWP, the 23-year-old, than to jump right into the game? GXX is expecting a mid lurk, so just taking that time to clear out in case there is anyone trying to get him from behind. And now some of those A players need to get into the mix. GXX can focus his attention onto Fur, rip that head clean off, and now just get straight onto the bomb directly. Try and get that defuse forward. Players everywhere, all over the bomb site, hunting down onto bolts. Vinny's the last one left, and out towards that left-hand side. GXX is going to be able to find a couple of kills, and Imperial, while they faked them and drew the attention over towards A and got a bomb plant, Bad News Eagles made that retake look easy. Another force buy from Imperial, even though they didn't get a bomb down in that last round, or miss smoke coming down towards Ivy angle. And GXX slightly wider this time around, catching off Vinny. Looking to try and see if he can double up. A lot of damage being done towards Fallen, and now they can just start pressing ever so slightly forward towards that ramp position. Flash comes through, Drum Flight Route peeking on the contact, GXX doing the same, and not only have they been able to really capture a lot of picks, but they've gained so much map territory. That's the second kill on towards Bolts. First, the last one left towards that left-hand side. GXX for a triple. Yeah, of course he does. Big man. 7-0 for GXX. Another pick to be found. Dealing with the eco fairly effectively, losing a couple of players, but not allowing a bomb plant to go through, so Bad News Eagles could continue the winning streak. Early HE towards that mid position, very chunky down onto Vinny, slightly wide up into the angle. This is very aggressive, perfect crosshair placement to deal with that first. What a mad advantage to start off. 30-odd seconds left on the clock. Incendiary can go down towards that Ivy position, and now Juan Flatru, Synopsy, and GXX are all playing together onto the bomb side. No smoke towards that right-hand side just yet, so can swing onto the contact, taking some spam damage. The bomb's going to drop. Fallen's over towards the left-hand side, and just trading game consistently here for the Bad News Eagles. FNX is with the AWP, last one alive. GXX is even starting to hunt him, get very aggressive around the tarps. This could be another kill, and it is 5-0. GXX adding more to the tally and getting a free AWP with 3 kills in mind. GXX with the AWP, getting closer to just backing him up, establishing that crossfire in case there is any aggression to come through. Third deals to the first, but GXX is there just to find that instant trade. The AWP just keeping the eyes on lock and can even swivel around back to the bomb site directly. And Vinny getting the entry down onto Rigon means that GXX is going to have to rotate off of mid, try and help out on A directly. Get a flash forward out towards that left-hand side, try and see if he can peek up from the sniper's nest position. And drop Fur, try and see if he can multi-frag to turn it into a couple of kills. And does end up getting mollied, so a little bit more difficult now in this situation. Put the Incendiary over towards a default position, make it even more uncomfortable for the bomb to get planted. And GXX just trying his best to make anything more happen in this sort of round. A couple of low HP players, Smoke can go down to the molly, try and get the M4 and go aggressive. Any damage is good damage from this point onwards, but ends up getting caught and Fallen gets an easy shot. Now the B contacts come through from the util, he can focus his attention over, very quickly getting into a position to deal with FNX and to drop him quickly. And try and work around that smoke, try and see if he can spot any vision around the util. And get himself very close towards the pillar and default position. AWP gets another great shot there onto Fallen. Even out towards White, we're going to see bolts falling too. GXX is ripping up right now. Mate! Vinny, even down there towards mid, is going to drop him. But overall, GXX is hitting, mate. Very quick, up towards the ramp take this time around. A lot of util to follow. Now, they haven't noticed GXX's position out here into the sandbags just yet. Ooh, when does he get cleared, if at all possible? Trigger discipline's pretty good. That's the first one to fall, the second two, and just try to stay alive for as long as possible. Get over towards the AK. GXX is having a field day right now. Vinny's the last one left, out towards that ramp position. Quadra coming through, 20 kills and 4 deaths for GXX. for going to be the first point of contact. GXX to peek down. Great shot onto Vinny. Just providing so much assistance with the trading game. One of Bad News Eagles' best qualities, I would say. Back over towards ramp. Get the AWP posted. And try and get the molly down towards that right-hand side of Ivy. Needs to be careful he doesn't get caught out into the open repositioning. Smoke can come in. Get himself up towards that headshot position. Does he get further aggressive? Does he get over the top of that to try and see if he can fight down onto FNX? The bomb's going to get dropped. The AWP scopes in and the quick shot comes out. Now the last one left is fallen out towards that Ivy position. Doesn't end up getting the trade, but 10-1. Bad News Eagles continue to put the force down. Fallen and Bolt starting to regroup towards this top of mid position. Come out from the ladder side. GXX just, even though getting pinned down at 33 points of health, just always finding those connections with the AWP. When it comes to straight faces without any util being used, when it's just dry connections, they're just holding towards the stairs position. FNX peeking forward into the AWP, just getting peeked on. Very easy fight to be won out by GXX in both of those duels, mid and at B. When does Bolts even give up the fight? GXX, another easy shot being won out. And so many of these fights just without flashes, just allowing himself to get those dry connections. And now has to try and hold B solo. And put the incendiary down towards that right-hand side. Teammate could be close of Rigon on a rotate. And there is a flash. Surely got to be used effectively from Fur to force GXX off this angle. And try and run over, get to that danger position. Now the util's going to start swimming through. Molly down onto the side. GXX with a good connection. Can he try and find another shot? No, not quite. Holds his ground for quite a while on the side, though. Go for the crane pick. Haven't actually seen this get one out so far. And why did I even say that? Vinny just getting destroyed by the over-aggressive play coming through for GXX. Get up towards the railings. Try and set the crossfire. So much damage coming through from the ramp portion. And Bad News Eagles are just setting themselves up for 13. GXX is waiting for another swing. Vinny, does he give it up at all towards that right-hand side of Ivy? Very difficult shot with the close-range duel. Needs a quick scope. AWP finds that connection. That's going to help try and get the bomb down onto the side directly. And now set himself up for the post plant. Oh, just walking straight into the crosshair. GXX not even fumbling on that one at all. And another player back into the site. FNX gets legged up. GXX pretty much fighting 3 in that round. And 3 really important tags and kills that come through. AWP v AWP duel. GXX has got the angle on point. And there it is. That's the last kill. 16-12 coming through from the Bad News Eagles. And it was a bit of a struggle towards the end there. It definitely wasn't the cleanest of second halves on their T side. But my goodness, GXX was electric in that first half. He was 20-4 at one point. He was just hitting absolutely everything. And I think you'd realise as well in a lot of those sequences, he wasn't really flashed off angle. There was a lot of dry faces and frags that were just constantly being hit by GXX. What an exciting AWPer to look at. And I really hope that we get to see more from him and more of the Bad News Eagles in the next coming months because, my goodness, they hit hard and they play exciting CS.